in this place that we live in now, you can probably walk in any direction and within 10 miles come across a road or a backyard. So just knowing compass and staying on a true bearing instead of walking in circles can save you from some serious misery. Right?
Oh, yeah.
But what about wayfinding? You know, wayfinding, let's Lewis and Clark or Jim Bridges or some of the early black powder trapper folk who would just head west. You know, they had a vague idea of some place they wanted to be, but then they stopped when the hunting or trapping was good, and then they moved on towards that vague idea. Wayfinding is different. You know much about wayfinding, or you know, basically bushwhacking and trailblazing?
You can start paying attention to your surroundings and start paying attention. Oh, there's the birch. That's a great resource for chaga. And as I walk around, oh, there's a carcass. That's a great resource for tools. And over here is a swamp. That would be a great resource to place traps and stuff. The sun's arc. Okay, I know the sun's arc is this way, and I know south is that way, and the mountains over here, and the highways over there, and my linear features over there. And you start building an internal map of your area, and as you do that, you rely less on the compass and less on the map, and you rely more and more on your mental map of the area.
Then there's primitive navigation, or aidless navigation, which relies solely on the characteristics of the landscape. So the limb-lead topography, the idea of the mountain range running north-south and looking at the lay of the rock, how the sun arcs, and celestial navigation. These are all overlapping disciplines within orienteering and wayfinding. But I was going to ask you, what do you think about that whole idea of being able to go into any place, on any landscape, orient yourself, and then use your primary needs as the navigation tool? So where would I put my shelter and which way would the door face is now more of a priority than shooting an azimuth.
And you have all these highlights, all these caches of resources, and then you can read the terrain. This is high ground. It's not too high. It's not too low. This would be a great place for a shelter. South is this way. That's perfect for my shelter. Like you said, survival is just nature literacy. But as you get out there and you do it more and more, it's no longer about survival, because survival is miserable. It's more about having fun.